Like for example, like Babil is a very good friend, but he is my competitor. You know, by default it becomes. Rohit Saraf is doing good. He is my competitor. I'm not insecure about my work. I mean, I know what I can deliver. I know what my potentials are. Certainly, it will come after 2-3 topics that how was it working with SLB, how was it working in Gangubai. मतलब लोग follow करते हैं when you go events, मतलब होटल तक छोड़ के आते हैं. हाँ मतलब 10 किलोमीटर दूर वहाँ से आपको होटल तक छोड़ के आते हैं. So I mean, I think sweet यार. Just for one photograph or just for autograph or just want to see you properly.
What's your relationship status?
In love.
Hi everyone, welcome to News 18 Showsha, and today we have with us Shantanu Maheshwari.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you?
I'm all well. How are you?
All good, all good. So I've watched the trailer of Campus Beats.
Yes.
We see you going back to your element, dancing.
After a very long time, yes.
A lot of it. Tell me, was that the primary reason why you said yes to it? Because you get to dance again?
Actually, I'm very, very specific when it comes to dance projects.
Okay.
I'm very, I'm not going to use the word what I want to use, but I'm very specific in terms of how the story is going to be, how the dance is going to be, and how much time you're supposed to invest in dance and everything. Because I have done one show in dancing,
of course,
and other kind of dance-based shows. So I know the kind of passion and the kind of commitment it requires. So the maker is. She was the maker of my first dance show, Palki Malhotra. So I knew about the story when she was trying to pitch to different channels. So I was very intrigued, and I was very interested. But I was never going to be playing the part that was offered to me, or any part for that matter. But when I read the final draft, it was amazing. So yeah, I mean, it's the story for me. It's the story and with the passion that you derive, you go about the project. So I think that really made me understand, okay, the team is very good. The DOP is Indro sir, and he's like, we have this, the whole format of the show is very like handheld. So, you know, again, you require a lot of commitment in terms of overall. And so yeah, I think that was the reason. And definitely, it was the reason कि हाँ dance-based show है, so maybe I'll get a chance to again get back to rigorous training and you know, brush off my dancing skills and push myself to the extreme level so that I can, you know, become a better performer. So yeah, but first thing was story.
Okay, do you think it's a good thing, Shantanu, that you're still always sort of one of the first options when it comes to these college dramas? I mean, you still look quite young for your age.
I never thought about it, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, age works in my favor, especially in the industry that I am in.
Yes.
So I would say yes. If your first preference for a show like this, or any other youth shows, or campus stories, or college stories, I mean, I'm more than happy. Yes.
Okay, so Campus Beats, so these are the themes, okay, that it's based on. Of course, you know, this rivalry, we'll get to see a lot of friendship, we'll see love and intense competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now see, these things are something that's also quite prevalent in the Hindi film industry. There's everything, there's rivalry, competition, love, everything. So what's your take on these things as far as Bollywood is concerned? How do you look at rivalry or competition here?
Rivalry in terms of professional rivalry, I would say, like, I'm too young to comment on rivalry part of it.
Yeah.
Competition, I can say, like, there's a healthy competition which should be there, I feel, because if there is no competition, then you don't know where you are actually heading. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't have a goal or you don't have any destination where you want to go or where you want to head towards, but in terms of to do better, though how do I say, like, it's a very difficult question. It's a very complicated question. I don't want to come across wrong when I'm saying things. So I believe in this concept of celebrating, celebrating your competition as well. I mean, there's something healthy competition which is required, which pushes you, and there is this competition which can become converted into rivalry aspect of it, or which can become very aggressive. You know, I think when you hear rivalry, by default, it becomes a very aggressive.
True.
But there are a lot of people in the, and you can derive your potential and explore your hard work or your interest through competition.
Right.
You know, the one who you look up to or one who is pitched against you is doing something which will make you think कि अच्छा ये तो मुझे नहीं करना है. And this is something that I want to do. So I think it gives you clarity also. So if you celebrate competition and your competitors, I think it gives you a right path. It has worked for me. So I'm sure I'm not being able to.
No, we get it what you're saying.
Maybe because I think I'm not being able to explain it properly. But yeah, I think healthy competition is important for at least for me to keep my drive going. There's a motivation that that's there, constant.
So who would you say is like your biggest competitor?
Biggest competitor,
in your generation of actors, let's say.
I mean, all the newcomers are, all the upcoming artists, all the upcoming or newcomers who are about to get launched or everything, they all are my competitions. I mean, so yeah, I mean, you want me to pronounce names?
Yes, why not?
It will not be right. If I miss out someone, they will...
No, come on, we're just being very candid.
Like, for example, like Babil is a very good friend, but he is my competitor. You know, by default, it becomes. Rohit Saraf is doing good. He is my competitor. But it's... See, again, I'm saying, we all come from same... we have just started.
Right.
And we all know about things. Ki ये age group, age gap में जो है वो कुछ लोग अभी fit होंगे. And there are a lot of newcomers also who are coming up. So that's not there. So you have to keep upping your game and keep giving your best so that an industry is very harsh and crucial in terms of they only remember your last project. You're as good as your last project. So we all are by default competitors, whether we like it or not.
Are you somebody who would pick up the phone on a contemporary and say, hey, I really liked your work in XYZ project?
I am not very good with maintaining numbers, but if I meet them, I don't mind telling them. Like, yeah, I don't mind them. I'm not insecure about my work.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what I can deliver. I know what my potentials are. So again, having said that, it's not that it's keeping me in a very safe space or I am laid back. No. I know what my potentials are. If given an opportunity, I can do better. I can do this. I can do that. So
yeah, it's being about being secured in your own place.
Yeah. If someone has done good, why not say that? Yeah. I mean, उससे भी एक खुशी मिलती है. Giving.
Yeah.
That happiness when you are giving.
And how often do people still speak to you about Gangubai?
They still do. Like it's quite often, especially when I'm promoting something or the other, or if I'm meeting new people, they definitely do talk to me about. They get conscious whether to ask me or not, but then subtly it will come after 2-3 topics that how was it working with SLB, how was it working in Gangubai. So that always comes, and I didn't know that you do a film. You don't realize how big it becomes or how big it is.
Right.
Unless and until you are part of it and then you're experiencing things like I am. So I didn't expect it to like people appreciating my work so much. I was just happy with the fact that I got a chance to work in a film and to being launched by Sanjay, Leela, Bhansali opposite Alia, Bhatt. I was just happy with that. But then that whole perception and how it has been received, I had no idea. Like I had no idea in Bangkok, Thailand, Gangubai is huge.
Yeah.
So I had no idea, but that's the power of cinema. That's the power of films. So that is something that this movie made me realize how you can change life, how people get affected, with that role and how they get connected with that role.
Yeah. So, will we see you working with SLB again?
Hopefully, I would want to see myself working with Sir once again.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now, currently there are no projects in pipeline, so I would not.
Okay.
But hopefully in future.
Okay. Before we let you go, we'll do a very quick rapid fire.
Okay.
Okay. Who's your favorite dance icon?
Prabhudeva sir.
Okay. Who's been your all-time Bollywood crush?
No one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what's it?
If I were to say one name as in एकदम ऐसा बोलना है
whoever
नहीं बोलूँगा मैं.
That's not fair. Okay. Are you sure you're not telling us?
Yeah, I'm not
okay. What's your cheat meal?
My cheat meal? I eat everything. I'm not on diet or anything.
Really?
You really think?
Of course.
No, I'm not on diet. I eat everything. I like to work out in terms of like body weight training. That's about it.
Okay, who's your best friend in show business?
No one. Okay, but I'm sure when you're saying show business, you mean actors and everyone.
Not just actors, anybody in the
maker
industry.
of the show, Palki Malhotra.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The last film you watched?
Gadar 2. No, Oh My God 2.
Okay.
So basically, I've seen both. Subtle, you're saying.
Okay. The weirdest fan encounter you ever had?
Weirdest? I don't find them weirdest, to be honest. I find them very cute and adorable.
चलो एक बताओ फिर.
People, they just come and they start just ranting, saying their personal story, which I find very cute. But I don't know which character at times, which character they're talking about. Sometimes they talk about Swayam, sometimes they talk about Sahir, sometimes they talk about Afshan. So it's like, then you have to decode after 2-3 sentences, you are trying to decode ki kaun se character ke liye bol rahe hain. And then, so those are sweet moments because they get so attached to your character. They forget that I'm a different person, Though I played that character, but for me to absorb what you're saying, it takes time. Yeah, so I mean, those are the moments I feel very cute and weirdest. क्या मतलब लोग follow करते हैं when you go events, मतलब होटल तक छोड़ के आते हैं. हाँ मतलब 10 किलोमीटर दूर वहाँ से आपको होटल तक छोड़ के आते हैं. So I mean, I think sweet, yeah. Just for one photograph or just for autograph or just want to see you properly.
Yeah,
it's just adorable. Yeah.
Okay. What's your relationship status?
In love.
Oh. Okay, lastly, what can we expect more from Campus Beats?
I mean, this is a show which has...
what will the audience get to see?
It's a fresh take on dancers, I would say, dance world, I would say, and not just dance world, it's a fresh take on the college life as well. They're very typical stories. किसी को ये बनना है, किसी को वो बनना है, किसी को वो बनना है. Those kind of stories have been of lately circulating in the market and the scenario. So it's a fresh take on college life, and I think it's beautifully written. It's an ensemble, so it's not something कि एक बंदे की कहानी है, एक बंदी की कहानी है. It's an ensemble. Everyone has their own journey, and the way बहुत ही क्लीशेड लाइन है, पिरोया गया है सबके कैरेक्टर्स एंड स्टोरी एक जो साथ में लय में आ रही है. इट्स ब्यूटीफुल. देयर आर नो लाइक पैरेलल ट्रैक्स, ऐसा कुछ ऐसा नहीं चल रहा है, चलते ही जा रहे कुछ ऐसा नहीं. सो एवरीवन इज इन्वॉल्व्ड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. सो इट्स ब्यूटीफुली रिटन शो एंड मेड विद सो मच पैशन and passionate people because again I'm reiterating, there are projects and there are dancing projects. They require a lot of efforts, be it rehearsal, be it dancing, injuries, shoot hours at times, so it takes a lot of sweat, blood to make a dance project. So I mean, sure. And I'm proud of the fact that I was part of it, and everyone has given their best, and I'm super happy that it's out now, and I'm very excited for people to know everyone's response.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was lovely talking to you.
Likewise.